In the fast-paced world we live in today, it's easy to get caught up in the noise, both external and internal. Every moment seems filled with something, whether it's the constant buzz of social media, the chatter of people around us, or even the endless thoughts racing through our minds. But what if I told you that true strength and clarity lie not in filling every moment with sound and activity, but in focusing on yourself and embracing silence? Yes, silence. It's not about shutting out the world or being antisocial. It's about taking the time to center yourself, to reconnect with your inner peace, and to focus on personal growth. In Islam, we are taught the power of silence and self-reflection, and how these practices can bring us closer to Allah and to understanding our true selves. Focusing on yourself and staying silent is not just about withdrawing from the world. It's about empowering yourself to become the best version of who you are. By turning inward, we create the space to reflect, grow, and achieve clarity in our lives. In this video, we will explore why focusing on yourself is essential for personal development, the role silence plays in your spiritual journey, and how this practice can transform your life for the better. This concept might seem counterintuitive to many, especially in a world that constantly demands our attention, but focusing on your own growth and embracing silence can be one of the most powerful things you can do for yourself. It's about quieting the distractions and honing in on what truly matters: your relationship with Allah, your mental and emotional well-being, and your path toward becoming a more peaceful and focused individual. As we dive deeper into this topic, remember that silence isn't just the absence of sound, and focusing on yourself isn't selfishness. Rather, they are essential practices that allow us to connect with Allah, find peace, and cultivate inner strength. Before we continue, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel to stay updated with more motivational and spiritual content. The power of silence in Islam. Islam teaches us that silence is not merely the act of being quiet. Rather, it is a conscious choice to abstain from harmful speech, to protect our hearts, and to focus on personal growth. In a world full of negativity, silence serves as a barrier against these harmful behaviors. By choosing silence, we avoid spreading harmful words and instead create an atmosphere of respect and peace. It is a constant reminder that our words have the power to either build or destroy, and sometimes silence is the best way to ensure we don't cause harm with our speech. The power of silence in Islam is also closely linked to the concept of mindfulness. In moments of silence, we can connect with our inner thoughts, reflect on our actions, and seek guidance from Allah. When we choose to remain silent, we create a space for personal reflection, where we can examine our intentions and ensure they are aligned with our faith. This mindful silence enables us to guard our hearts and protect our minds from the negative influences that surround us. It helps us focus on what truly matters: our relationship with Allah, our spiritual growth, and our personal development. Moreover, silence is a tool for patience. In many situations, we are tempted to speak out of anger, frustration, or impatience. However, by remaining silent in such moments, we practice patience, which is highly valued in Islam. The Quran teaches us that patience is a virtue that leads to reward, both in this life and the hereafter. Silence also teaches us humility. In a society where everyone is eager to share their opinions, remaining silent can be a powerful act of humility. It shows that we are willing to listen more than we speak, and that we respect the thoughts and feelings of others. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, once said, "Whoever believes in Allah and the last day should not hurt his neighbor, and whoever believes in Allah and the last day should serve his guest generously, and whoever believes in Allah and the last day should speak what is good or keep silent." Silence is not just about avoiding harmful speech, but also about choosing to speak only when our words can bring benefit. It is a reminder that sometimes the best thing we can do is remain silent and listen to others, providing them with the space to express themselves. In Islam, silence is a path to self-discipline. It allows us to detach from the distractions of the world, to prioritize our relationship with Allah, and to focus on our personal growth. Through silence, we gain control over our thoughts, emotions, and actions, leading to a life of purpose and peace. It teaches us that we don't need to constantly be speaking, arguing, or seeking validation. Instead, we can find fulfillment in quiet moments, connecting with our inner selves and with Allah. Silence is a powerful tool for personal and spiritual growth in Islam. It enables us to protect our hearts from harmful speech, to practice patience, and to focus on our relationship with Allah. By embracing silence, we create a space for reflection, mindfulness, and self-discipline. Silence is not an absence, but a presence that brings us closer to our true purpose and to the peace that comes from trusting in Allah's plan. Focusing on your own growth. In today's world, it is easy to get caught up in comparing ourselves to others, measuring our success by the standards set by society or by what we see on social media. However, Islam teaches us that true success is not about competing with others, but about focusing on our own growth and striving to improve ourselves for the sake of Allah. Focusing on your own growth means investing in yourself spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, while always keeping in mind that everything we do is to earn Allah's pleasure and reward. When we make self-growth our priority, we align ourselves with Allah's guidance and purpose for our lives. Focusing on your personal growth starts with self-awareness and understanding your own strengths and weaknesses. Allah created each of us with unique qualities and abilities, and it is through understanding these that we can work towards becoming the best version of ourselves. To truly focus on our growth, we must stop comparing ourselves to others. Allah has designed each of us with our own unique path and purpose. Comparing our journey with others only serves to distract us from the bigger picture and stops us from appreciating the progress we are making. Spiritual growth is the foundation of focusing on yourself. To strengthen our relationship with Allah, we must make regular worship, prayer, and remembrance a priority in our lives. Moreover, mental growth is equally important in our journey of self-improvement. Islam encourages us to constantly seek knowledge and to refine our intellect. Allah has blessed us with the ability to reason and think critically, and it is our responsibility to use these gifts wisely. Emotional growth is another vital aspect of focusing on your own growth. We all face difficulties and struggles in life, but how we manage our emotions in those moments determines our growth. Islam teaches us to be patient, to practice gratitude, and to seek forgiveness when we fall short. By maintaining good physical health, we are better able to serve Allah, our families, and our communities. Taking care of ourselves through regular exercise, proper nutrition, and rest enables us to perform our religious duties with energy and focus. It also allows us to approach life with a positive mindset, as physical well-being is closely tied to mental and emotional health. Ultimately, focusing on your own growth is about nurturing all aspects of your being: spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical. Islam teaches us that true success comes not from comparing ourselves to others, but from focusing on becoming the best version of ourselves. When we strive to grow in all these areas, we not only improve ourselves, but also become better members of our communities and closer to Allah. The journey of personal growth is ongoing, and with every step, we draw closer to fulfilling the purpose that Allah has set for us. The importance of self-discipline. Self-discipline is one of the most essential qualities a person can possess on their journey towards personal growth and success. In the fast-paced world we live in today, where distractions are everywhere, self-discipline is the key to staying focused, working hard, and achieving our goals. Without self-discipline, we can easily fall into bad habits, waste time, and stray from our intended path. In Islam, Self-discipline is deeply connected to our ability to control our desires, maintain our commitments, and persevere through challenges. One of the most striking examples of self-discipline in Islam is seen in the practice of fasting during the month of Ramadan. Fasting is not just about refraining from food and drink, it is a training ground for developing self-discipline. During Ramadan, Muslims are required to control their physical desires, such as hunger, thirst, and even negative thoughts. The purpose of fasting is to purify the soul and strengthen our self-control. Self-discipline also plays a crucial role in our daily prayers, salah, which are an essential part of our connection with Allah. Performing salah 5 times a day requires commitment, consistency, and discipline. It is easy to get distracted or make excuses for skipping prayers, especially during busy or challenging times. However, self-discipline teaches us to prioritize our worship, no matter the circumstances. In addition to our religious duties, self-discipline is also crucial in our personal and professional lives. Islam encourages us to be productive and to seek excellence in everything we do. Whether it is in our studies, our jobs, or in personal development, we must be disciplined in our approach to learning and improving. Without discipline, it is easy to give up or get distracted when things become challenging. But self-discipline helps us push through difficulties and remain focused on our goals. Self-discipline is also key to maintaining healthy relationships. In Islam, we are taught to treat others with respect, kindness, and patience. These values require a high level of emotional discipline, as it can be difficult to maintain calm and composure in the face of conflict or when dealing with difficult people. Time is a gift from Allah, and it is our duty to use it productively. Without self-discipline, we can easily waste time on activities that do not benefit us or others. Whether it's procrastination, excessive entertainment, or being distracted by unimportant matters, self-discipline helps us stay focused on what truly matters. By using our time wisely, we can balance our religious duties, personal growth, and service to others. When we are disciplined in our actions, we feel a sense of accomplishment and control over our lives. It gives us the strength to make decisions based on our values rather than emotions or temporary desires. Self-discipline is a fundamental aspect of living a successful and fulfilling life in accordance with Islam. It helps us maintain our worship, manage our time, control our emotions, and make better choices in all areas of life. By practicing self-discipline, we can become the best versions of ourselves, continually growing and improving for the sake of Allah. Self-discipline is not just about controlling our actions. It is about aligning our entire being with the teachings of Islam, striving for excellence, and earning Allah's pleasure in everything we do. Guarding your tongue. In Islam, the tongue holds great significance, and its power is both vast and profound. It can be a source of great good or great harm, depending on how we use it. Allah has given us the ability to speak, and with that ability comes the responsibility to use our words wisely. The Quran and the teachings of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasize the importance of guarding the tongue, warning us about the dangers of speaking carelessly or harming others with our words. Our speech should be aligned with the values of kindness, honesty, and respect, and we must be mindful of the impact our words can have on both others and ourselves. By controlling our speech, we not only protect our relationships with others, but also preserve our relationship with Allah. If our words are not good, they should be left unsaid. This teaches us the importance of being intentional with our words, thinking before we speak, and choosing kindness over harshness. Whether in moments of frustration, disagreement, or even when offering advice, Islam encourages us to speak in a manner that is constructive and helpful rather than destructive. It is our responsibility to use our words to uplift others, to offer guidance, to speak truthfully, and to share positivity. Words can heal wounds, mend relationships, and encourage those who are going through difficult times. Allah has given us the power to make a difference with our speech, and we must use it for good. However, guarding the tongue is not just about avoiding harmful speech or ensuring that our words are positive. It also involves being aware of the impact of our words on others. The words we speak can influence the feelings, emotions, and actions of those around us. Whether we are offering advice, sharing knowledge, or resolving a conflict, we should strive to do so with the best intentions and in the most constructive way. By doing so, we reflect the values of Islam and build stronger, more harmonious relationships. Guarding our tongues also involves maintaining silence when necessary. Not every situation requires us to speak, and sometimes silence can be the wisest and most respectful choice. In addition to guarding our speech in terms of what we say to others, we must also be careful of the language we use when speaking to ourselves. Negative self-talk, speaking words of doubt, or engaging in self-criticism can also be harmful. In Islam, we are encouraged to maintain a positive outlook and to speak to ourselves in ways that inspire confidence and gratitude. Our words hold the power to change the world around us, and it is our responsibility to use them wisely, following the guidance of the Quran and the teachings of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. By guarding our tongues, we strengthen our connection with Allah, improve our relationships with others, and contribute to a more compassionate and just society. As we've explored today, focusing on yourself and embracing silence are powerful tools for personal growth, spiritual peace, and a deeper connection with Allah. In the quiet moments of reflection, we discover our true selves, strengthen our faith, and pave the way for inner peace. It's in these moments of solitude and silence that we truly find clarity, purpose, and direction in our lives. Remember, the journey to self-improvement starts within, and sometimes the best way to move forward is by taking a step back, reflecting, and listening to your heart. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and comment your thoughts below. Your support means the world to us. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to Dean Explorers for more inspiring and thought-provoking content. Stay focused, stay silent, and continue growing towards the best version of yourself.